Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the National Lockdown Online Study Program with Madina Institute. My name is Jameel Ismail. I hope that you have been enjoying the classes that have taken place over the last few days and have benefited from it and from all those who have been assisting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them and guide them. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق والناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم صلى الله عليه وعلى آل حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد صلاة تنجينا بها من جميع الأهوال والآفات وتقضي لنا بها جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا بها من جميع السيئات وترفعنا بها عندك على الدرجات وتبلغنا بها أقصى الغايات من جميع الخيرات في الحياة وبعد الممات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, it gives me great pleasure and honor to inshallah take you through the Tajweed. We will be doing a basic Tajweed course with you and your families. And just to maybe give a quick introduction of myself, I am from the Madina Pretoria team in South Africa, and I've done Tahfidh and completed in 2011 with Madrasa Hifz al-Quran here in Pretoria at the Masjid Abu Bakr Siddiq. And Alhamdulillah, the learning of the Quran, obviously, for myself, had taken place from primary school throughout high school and even after high school. But the journey never ends. So Alhamdulillah, it is really, as I mentioned again, but it's a really a good opportunity for all of us in this time to take extra time out to observe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to learn his book, inshallah ta'ala, and practice upon it. So we will be doing the Tajweed over two hour sessions, inshallah. And as you would have seen, the learning outcomes, 4 hours is not a lot of time to learn something or to become proficient in something. So just a reminder that you should be doing more than what we are doing here in the sessions. But these can start as a basis or as a foundation for your journey to the Quran and Kitabullah Ta'ala. So just to mention them, the learning outcomes, as we have indicated, is to know the points of articulation of each letter, to learn and recite letters with the correct characteristics and attributes which are assigned to them, and to understand and recite the Quran and a few of the surahs in detail with a basic rule of recitation, and then finally increase the enjoyment and fluency in your recitation. Over and above this, inshallah, I will be providing my email address so that if you do have any questions or if you would like to maybe have send an audio clip, if you want to know if you are reciting correctly, then this can be done. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to reply immediately or to everyone at the same time. So I would review the emails and try and respond as fast as possible so that inshallah ta'ala we can have feedback and progress and know that it's not a journey which is short, but one that continues over and over until the end of our lives. And inshallah ta'ala, you will learn from me and I will learn from you through this time. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of those involved in creating this platform and allowing all of us to serve, inshallah, and have an opportunity to benefit from one another. So inshallah, we will be covering a text which has been compiled by the Madina UK team. May Allah bless them. And these files also will be made available to you so that you can keep your learning process on. I will be sharing the screen of the text in front of you as we're going along, and then also when we're doing or practicing, I recite the letter or the word a few times so that you can read along and become proficient in it as we practice, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So there we have the Tajweed course of Madina Institute, the science of reciting the Noble Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa ashabihi wa barik wa sallim. All praise is due to Allah, who grants the success of sound recitation of His book to a select from His servants. And may prayers and peace be upon our Master Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, the chosen from amongst His people and beloved ones, and upon His family and companions. So the ayah which I recited to you earlier, also, just a translation of it. Those to whom we have sent the book, recite it as it should be recited. They are the ones that believe therein. So inshallah, this will be a beginning for us to recite the Quran more frequently as we approach Ramadan. We can continue with the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had said, the best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it to others. Bukhari. Verily, the one who recites the Quran beautifully, smoothly, and precisely, he will be in the company of the noble and obedient angels. As for the one who recites with difficulty, stammering or stumbling through its verses, then he will have twice the reward. That is in Bukhari and Muslim. Whoever reads a letter from the book of Allah, he will have a reward, and that reward will be multiplied by 10. I do not say that alif, lam, meen is a letter. Rather, alif is a letter, lam is a letter, and meen is a letter. So increase your recitation of the Quran to gain these merits. And inshallah ta'ala, as a reminder to myself and to you, that throughout these sessions, the point is that we become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We become closer to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So throughout the session and any of the other sessions, recite salawat on Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and renew and revive your intention as you're going along so that we benefit fully from it. And as we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who is in control. Allah gives and Allah takes, and Allah makes no mistakes. So when doing things or learning the deen, we need to also do that with full effort, full belief, full strength, and with the purest of intentions. So inshallah ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all for taking this journey, and may He benefit all of us and grant us all barakah and khair in sharing in this time with you. So as we continue to the contents page, we'll just go through that so that we can see what we want to cover, inshallah, over these two sessions. At the end also, we will do the Surah Al-Fatiha and also maybe the last 10 surahs of the Quran so that it becomes easier for you to recite in Salah. And then if we do have extra time, then we will add on a few surahs if possible, inshallah. So we see that we have the introduction there, the points of articulation, the characteristics and attributes of letters, the rules of recitation and the letters, and then the elongation, as well as the there's some appendices that we can go through, which I will show you throughout the text. So all of this will be available to you. So we can try, inshallah ta'ala, to cover everything, and then you can refer back to it as we go along, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the introduction. The lingual meaning of the word Tajweed is excellence and precision. In recitation of the Holy Quran, it means reciting the Quran as it was revealed to the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is to articulate every letter from its articulation point or origin point and give the letter its rights and dues of characteristics and attributes. The purpose of Tajweed is to safeguard the tongue from making mistakes in the book of Allah Ta'ala, the Exalted. Every Islamic science is passed down through the generations by a chain of teachers, which we know as Sanad, which you would have learned in the Hadith class. Going back to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are learning the way of reading from Imam Hafs, rahmatullah alayh, from his teacher Imam Asim, rahmatullahi alayh. Imam Asim, rahmatullah alayh, learned from Abdullah ibn Habib, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh, who learned from the five companions Ali ibn Abi Talib, Uthman ibn Affan, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Ubay ibn Ka'b, and Zayd ibn Thabit, radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een. May Allah be pleased with all of them. And these five Sahaba learned from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who, as you know, has taken revelations from Jibreel and Jibreel alayhi salam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Tajweed that we will be covering, as you can see, has three different categories, which we'll go through in detail. We have the Makharijul Huruf, we have Sifatul Huruf, and Qawa'id, which is the articulation points of the letters, the characteristics of the letters, and the rules of recitation. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The points of articulation. The definition is that the correct position of the organs of speech in order to produce a letter so that it can be differentiated from the other letters. So within the makharij, the points of articulation, we have five categories, being the oral cavity, the throat, the tongue, the nasal cavity, and the lips. So on page 38 of this text, you'll find that there is a articulation points which will be shown on screen. So these are the articulation points that we are speaking of. So we have the nasal cavity, we have the tongue, we have the cave or the jawf, the open space in your mouth, we have the throat, and finally we have the lips. So this is on the last page of the textbook that you have, but I have also found a different picture which can show the detail a bit more. So the first picture indicates where exactly at which point it lists the letters which will be recited from there. So here you can just see more clearer in terms of our biology: the lips, the tongue, the throat, the jawf, which is the empty space between your throat and your palate, and then the nasal cavity. So in there we have these 5 points, and from these 5 points, as you would have seen in the first image, that each of these 5 points have a point where, or rather have letters which will originate or be read from those points. So this will take a lot of practice. So inshallah, as you are going along, recite with me so that it becomes easier. The more you do it, the better you become at it. So we have the oral cavity here. The definition is the internal cavity of the mouth and throat. So that's the empty space in your mouth and your throat, between your mouth and your throat. In this point of origination or articulation, the vowel sounds come from here. So we have the fatha, we have the dhamma, and we have the kasra. So if I zoom in just to show you the signs, there's the fatha, the dhamma, and the kasra. Another note on these signs, the vowels, the fatha will always be above a letter. The dhamma, which looks like a wow, almost a slightly leaned wow. It's leaning a bit to the right, and that will also be above the letter, and the kasra will be below the letter. So these letters essentially are the most commonly seen throughout the Quran, and with every point of a vowel, like the English A, E, and U, it changes the way you say the word. So these vowels change the way you say a letter. So this would be a, fatha, a dhamma would be u, u, and a kasra will be e, e, e. So you can see that it is almost similar, not the same, but almost similar to A, E, and U, right? So it would be easier to remember. And there is a Quranic word which displays all of the three vowels. Nu, hi, ha. Nu, hi, ha. So we have it here. Ha, the alif sakina preceded by a fatha. Ha, the waw sakina preceded by a dhamma, nu, and the ya sakina preceded by a kasra, hi. So here we just have a side note which continues throughout the text. To help locate the exact point of articulation and illustrate the sifat of the letters, we add a hamza before it, right? So the hamza will be before it, so that this letter, the sukoon, let me just zoom in over there again. The sukoon is the stopping point of a letter. So the sukoon also, just on another side note, the sukoon you see here is almost like a circle. It depends on which text you are using. They can also be an inverted C. So when we recite in the Quran, usually the Uthmani texts that we use and the Indo-Pak texts that we use show the sukoon as an inverted C. So when we get there, I will remind you as to how it will look. But that is basically the vowels. So we will do some examples below. And then move on these examples. Ath, aj, and ab. Ath, aj, ab. So throughout the text, we will be using this to locate the exact point of the articulation, right? So these sum up the oral cavity. So know that the empty space of your mouth will always be used for your vowels. Next, we have the throat. So I will just share with you the image again. So there's your oral cavity. So that's the fatha, kasra, and dhamma. A, I, U, right? And then from here, we're now moving to the throat, which would be these letters over here. So we have the hamza and the ha, and these are the letters in your deep throat. So the point of the articulation is for you to be able to see at which point should you feel pressure. So the articulation point indicates that these are the muscles that should be used when reciting this letter, and by the by you feeling where it is coming from, you'd be able to say it correctly, or rather you'd know if you're saying it correctly or incorrectly. So we'll start with the hamza, a, a, and the ha, ha, ha. The mid part of your throat would be ha and ain, ha and ain, and then the upper part of your throat will be ha, ha, ha. So this is just the point where your throat is almost like the entry point of your food. Ha, ha, ha. So like when you're brushing your teeth and then you gargle your mouth, that sound, ha, ha. That exact point where you feel the water is shaking, that's the upper part of your throat, which you would say the ha and ra, right? So I'll just recite each of the letters 3 times, and then we can move on to some of the examples with wordings and move on to the next category. So we'll start with the hamza, a, and the ha, ha, ha. The ha, ha, ha. So you can see that the ha and ha, it's a very common, or it's commonly mistaken to be used interchangeably. So, for example, in the word in Surah Al-Fatiha, sometimes you hear people who are or reciting without the correct articulation point or the correct tajweed. You hear them say Alhamdu, Alhamdu. It's not Alhamdu, although it comes from, they both come from the throat, but the one is the deep part of the throat and the one is the mid throat. So the ha is a lighter one. Ha, so the ha is like when, you know, when you throw a, when you make a baby scared or throw some water, sprinkle water there. That point, at that point is the ha. So the main differentiation of that, you need to work on the ha and the ha. So we have the ha, 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 and then we have ain, ain, ain. So the sounds of the letters, or Arabic rather, is very much a language which requires sound from your side, and it is very different to our normal languages, especially English. So they often say that Arabic is the language of the Ain because it isn't in any other language. So it would be something new, it would feel funny or it would sound funny in the beginning, but inshallah ta'ala, as you practice it, the more you practice it, the easier it will become. So that's the Ain. Then we have at the upper throat, we have the Kha, 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 and Gha, Ghain, Ghain, Gha, Gha, Gha. So also the Kha and the Gha is also very much close to one another. The Kha is a lighter one. You can hear Kha, Kha, Gha at the upper part of your throat. So we will do some examples of words to better articulate them, inshallah ta'ala. So I'll also recite them 3 times and then we can continue. So once I recite the first one, try and recite with me so that it becomes easier for you, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So here we have the Hamza with a sukoon, and as I mentioned before, the sukoon is a stop, so it'll be the stoppage on the point of articulation of that letter. So we have ta'ti, ta'ti, ta'ti. We have the Hamza with a dhamma, ulaika, ulaika, ulaika. Then the Hamza with a kasra, إذا, إذا, إذا. Then a Hamza with a fatha, أتاك, أتاك, أتاك. The next letter we have is the ha. So the ha with a sukun. Ihdina, ihdina, ihdina. The ha with a dhamma. Huwa, huwa, huwa. The ha with a kasra. Hiya, hiya, hiya. And the ha with a fatha. Hal, hal, hal. So the ha with a sukun on it. Yah, yah, yah. So you can hear that. You can hear that clearly, the differentiation between the and yah, 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 sabu, yah, sabu, yah, sabu. The ha with a dhamma. Husna, hu, hu, husna, husna. The ha with a kasra. Hi, hi, hi. Uhilla, uhilla. There's the alif with a dhamma. U, uhilla. And then finally the ha with a fatha. Alhamdu, ha, ha, ha. Alhamdu, alhamdu, alhamdu. So also, as we're doing the vowels, you see they're not elongated as yet. So for example, with here, you don't say here, here. This would be short. So the vowel is a short. It's not an extension. It's just the vowel by itself. He, like you'd say e or a, e, u. We don't say a, e, u. So that's how it should be recited. So as you continue with the ain with a sukun. Na, a, na, na, na'budu, na'budu, na'budu. The ain with a dhamma. Ru, ru, ru. A'udhu, a'udhu. There's the fatha again. A'udhu. So it's not a'udhu, a'udhu. So this is from A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. So it's not a'udhu or a'udhu. It's an ain. A'udhu. And also another tip that my teacher told me when I was learning in primary school, actually, that the Tajweed is, as you would have seen, it's points of articulation. So when you are reciting, make sure that you can hear the point of articulation, because sometimes you get similar words, like in this case, it would be the alif and an ain, the alif and an ain. So you need to be able to clearly articulate the difference between the two letters, as it was explained in the definition, right? So it takes a lot of practice. So inshallah, just keep on practicing and make sure that you are able to listen or hear the differentiation. So Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Also that use a mirror, or in this case like a video, to practice and to see yourself if you are using or making the sound and using the correct articulation points in your mouth, right? So we have a'udhu, the ain with a kasra, ilmun, ay, ay. So you can hear it's very different to the alif of e, ay, ilmun, ilmun. And with a fatha, alayhim, alayhim, alayhim. The ghain We have with a sukun, مغ 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 مغضوب مغضوب مغضوب. With a dhamma, غو غو غو. غسل غسل غسل. With a kasra, غي غي غي. This is a tanween as well. We'll get through the rules of tanween. بلغ بلغي. So I'll just stop there so you can hear the kasra. بلغي بلغي غي غي بلغي. And then finally with a fatha, غا غا غا. غاسق غاسق. And then the last letter in this section, خا خا. So with a sukun, يخ 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 يخلق يخلق يخلق. Then we have with a dhamma, خو خو. يدخل يدخل يدخل. With a kasra, خي خي خي. آخرة آخرة آخرة. And then with a fatha, خا خا خا. خلفيهم خلفيهم خلفيهم. Then we have the tongue. So al-lisan is split into 4 main points of articulation, kharij, and the deepest part of the tongue. So let's go back to the image. The deepest, so this is your tongue, right? So we have the tongue, so this is your tongue over there. And these are the letters. Qaf, the far tongue, qaf, kaf, qaf, kaf, the middle tongue, jim, sheen, and ya. The tip of the tongue, noon and ra, noon and ra. And then we have the lam and the dad, dad. Right? So that's the points of the tongue. So you can see here also the tongue. So at these points we have the letters. So Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Where we continue, we'll go through each of them individually. So we have the deepest part of the tongue, aqsa al-lisan. We have the middle tongue, wasatul lisan. We have the side of the tongue, hafatul lisan, and we have the front or the tip of the tongue, which is taraful lisan. Right? For now, you don't really have to worry about the Arabic point of the point of articulation, but rather the actual point. And as you go along, inshallah ta'ala, you can learn them. So the qaf comes from the deepest part of the tongue. Qaf, qaf, qaf. So you can hear also that it is heavy. Qaf, qaf. And then slightly forward from the qaf. So this is the actual, like the circle point where your tongue starts by your throat. At that point, it almost feels like in your throat. Qaf, qaf. And then we have the kaf, kaf. So the kaf is slightly forward. So if you're going forward, back from here, so the tongue that starts here, forward. So slightly forward from the qaf, it's the kaf. Also the big differentiation between the qaf and kaf. We'll get through to the attributes, but just here as we are here, qaf and kaf, it's also something that is mistaken quite often or easily. So for the qaf and kaf, our teachers used to always say like if you say qalb, qa, qalb, so you actually feel qa, qa, qa. It's literally at the point at the back where your tongue just begins, where you can feel your tongue just beginning. Qaf. So qalb means heart, and kalb with a kaf, kalb means dog. So you can understand that the differentiation is very important, because it changes the meaning obviously, and then changes the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we'll have some examples of the qaf, right? So this is where I said that the email address will be provided, so that if you do want assistance in that, then we go through the same order that we're doing. We go through the book, and you basically send examples of the words that are there, and we'll inshallah ta'ala try and assist where possible. Ideally, if you can have some time with an imam that is close to you, that can give you more time. So over and above what we are doing, inshallah ta'ala. Yes, so inshallah, if you are able to have someone that can assist you with more time than what we would have, then inshallah ta'ala do that, and inshallah it will benefit you, and the more practice you have, the better it is. So we can continue. So the qaf, the examples there. Qu, the qaf with a dhamma, qulu, qu, 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 qulu, qulu, with a kasra, qi, 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 qibala, 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 with a sukoon, zuq, zuq, zuq. You'll hear there's a slight bounce or an echo on it. We'll get through that rule of qalqala later on. Yarzuq, yarzuq, yarzuq. And with a fatha, qa, 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 qadirun, qadirun, qadirun. The kaf with a sukoon, ذك, ذك, ذك. So you can hear the difference between the qaf and the kaf. يرزق, يرزق, ذك, ذك, ذكرك, ذكرك, ذكرك. With a dhamma, ku, 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 kulu, kulu, kulu. With a kasra, ki, 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 kitta, kitta, kitta. With a fatha, ka, 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 kamithli, kamithli. Right, and then we have the middle of the tongue. So this is basically the arch of your tongue, where if you try and measure between the back end, which begins from your throat, to the tip, then the middle point, right? So we have jim, sheen, and ya. So the middle of the tongue meets the hard palate, jim. So you can feel that the middle part of your tongue touches your palate. Jim, jim, jim. And then the sheen is the same area of the tongue is used, but it doesn't meet the hard palate. So you're not letting your tongue touch your palate. Sheen, 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 sheen. And then we have the ya, ya. So the ya is also from the same area of the tongue, and it also doesn't touch the hard palate. There's a stoppage of air and a continuation of sound. Ya, 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 ya. So sheen, like when you say shh to your children or to someone that is making noise. Sheen, sheen, shh. So you can hear, if you put your finger in front, shh, You can hear, you can feel the air. Sorry, you can feel the air on your finger. Shh. With the ya, when you start saying the ya, you can't feel any air. So the air stops, but the sound continues, right? So we have some examples of the three letters. Yaj with a sukoon, yaj, jim, yaj, yajma'u, yajma'u, yajma'u with a dhamma, ju, junuda, junuda, junuda with a kasra, ji, ji'a, and with a fatha, ja, and a fatha, ja. Without this extended fatha, it would just be ja. So the extension of the fatha with an alif is ja, janibi, janiba. Then we have the sheen with a sukoon, yash, yashri, with a dhamma, shu, shurbun, with a kasra, shi, shiqaq, and with a fatha, shafa'atan, inshallah ta'ala will all be granted the shafa'ah of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa ashabihi wa barik wa sallim. Then we have the ya. So the ya with a sukoon, it's dependent on what letter comes before it, but in this case we have a fatha before it, so it's a. Muslimaini, with a dhamma, yulad. Yeah, it is with a dhamma and a kasra. Yuhyi, yuhyi. And then we have with a fatha, ya'lamu, ya'lamu. Then we have the side of the tongue, which is the dhamma. So this comes from the deepest part of the tongue, right? So if I just go back to the image, the dhamma, you see, is here. So it's also in line with the qaf and the kaf. It comes from the same origin point, ba. So you'll see that the tip here is saying, remember, it has nothing to do with the tip of the tongue. So the ba, the sound, so the articulation point or the origin point of the sound is not your tongue, but rather your throat. It's not your throat, it's the side of the tongue, all right? Ba, dhamma, right? It's a dad. So here also the ba and the dha is commonly mistaken, or even dal. So like for example in Surah Al-Fatiha, I'm showing how it should be, or how it's read incorrectly, right? So not how to read it, how not to read it. So it helps also sometimes to see how not to read something, so that you can learn how to read it correctly, right? So the correct way is walad dallin. So often a time people make the mistake to make it a dal or a dha. So they can say ولا الضالين ولا الدا or ولا الضالين ولا الضا. So it's not a dal or a dha, it is a ضاد. ولا الضالين. So here we have some more examples. The ضاد with a sukun. يض. So we'll do the attributes of the letters, which will explain better in how a letter should be recited, right? يضحك. Then we have a dhamma. ض. عضد. عضدا. with a كسرة ضي. ضياء. and with a فتحة ض. ضحك. And then the front, the tip of the tongue, طرف اللسان. We have the lam and noon and ra in this category. The lam comes from the point at which the front and the sides of the tongue meet the roots of the upper teeth. Lam. So the exact point, if you were to extract your tooth, that the right on the top, the root where your gums begin, that is the point where you put your tongue. Lam. So it's the point where the two meet. Lam, but it's your entire tongue from side to side, right? Lam. Then we have noon, which is the tip of your tongue. It touches the gums of the top of your front teeth. Noon. So it's touching. It's not touching your teeth. It's touching the top. It's touching the top front teeth of the gums. Noon. Then we have ra, which is located behind the makhraj of the noon, with the majority of the tip of the tongue being used. Ra. So the tongue, if you were to pause, it's like when you have an itch on the tip of your palate. Noon and ra. So you can feel that the noon is right at the end where it meets the top front of the teeth, and then the noon is the ra is slightly behind the noon, right, with the majority of the tip of the tongue being used. Ra. Then there's letters articulated from the point where the tip of the tongue meets the base of the top of the front teeth, right? So the base of the top of the front teeth. So here's the ta. So your tongue meets the base of the top of the front teeth. Ta. So that would be right over here. Ta. Right? Let's get back to this. Ta. So often the time also, here you can see there's a tip for it. The common mistake is to use your lips and to make a wow sound. So it's not twa. Can you see that my lips are moving now? Twa. It's not a twa, it's a ta. See, my lips are consistent. Ta, not twa. Ta. Right? It's the furthest from the teeth, and it is a heavy letter. Ta. And then we have the dal. It's closer to the teeth than the ta. Dal. And the common mistake is releasing a when pronouncing this letter. Dal. Right? That's the dal. And then the closest to your teeth is the ta. So you can see this is much lighter to the ta. ta. So the ta is a bit closer to your palate than to your teeth. Ta, ta, ta. And then we get closer to the teeth. Dal, dal, dal. And then the closest to the teeth will be the ta, ta, ta. So not tsa, tsa. There's no scene with the sound of the ta, ta, ta. Sometimes that's also an often mistake. You will hear people saying tsa, tsa, tu, tu, tsi, tsi. Right? There's no S. There's no whistling sound. We'll get to the letters that have whistles. Right? The whistling sound. Then we have these letters. The letters are articulated from the point where the tip of the tongue meets the upper edge of the gums of the lower incisor. Sword. So your tongue is no longer going up. It's now at the bottom. So your tongue is flat. Here's the whistling sounds. Sword, 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 sword. The most powerful of the three. Then we have the seen. Seen. So the seen, similar to the sheen, has a continuation of breath. So you feel the air, or you hear the breath, right? Seen, like a snake hisses, right? You can feel the air, and then the za, 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 za. So this would be the sound that bees make. So you hear zzz, so that the same point where how you make the sound zzz is where that za comes from, right? Then we have letters articulated from the point where the tip of the tongue meets the edge of the upper incisor teeth. So just between your teeth, let's go back to that image. So, okay, this is a closed mouth, but there's your teeth meet here, there, right? Let's look on the other picture. So we are here, the, and the. So your tongue is there, and the previous one, your tongue is at the bottom. Za, za, seen, sword, sword. So you can feel where your tongue actually is, right? And then for the, the, your tongue comes between your teeth, or it meets the top part of your teeth. So the is articulated by putting pressure on the edge of the roots of the upper incisor teeth, right? The. And then, so this is pressure from your tongue, right? Then we have dhal, the. So that's putting pressure on the midsection of the upper teeth. The. And then finally we have the articulated by putting pressure on the edge. So it's right at the edge of your teeth. The. So we have the, the, right? We'll do some examples of them, inshallah ta'ala. So these are all of the letters of the tongue, right? So we have the lam. So here's lam with a sukoon. Alhamdu. Then we have the dhamma. Lu. Luqmana. With a kasra. Li. Lidhi. With a fatha. La. Laka. Then we have the noon with a fatha. So that's the alif which extends it. The fatha. Na. Now, so that's with the fatha that extends the alif that extends the fatha, right? We'll get to those rules as well. Nadhiratun. With a kasra. Nikaha. Ni. نكاح. with a ضمة نو 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 نوحي نوحي. with a سكون on it من من أن. Right? Then we have the راء ير 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 يرفع يرفع يرفع. We'll also get to the rules of the lam and the ra, which it's recited upward or downward, تفخيم or ترقيق. Right? We'll get through that as well, inshallah ta'ala. Then we have the ra with a dhamma, ru, 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 ruwaydan, ruwaydan, ruwaydan. Then we have with a kasra, ri, 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 rihin, rihin, rihin. And with a fatha, ra, 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 rahmatun, rahmatun, rahmatun. The ta with a sukun, at, 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 أطعمهم 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 with a ضمة طو 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 طولا 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 with a كسرة طي طي طي. So not طوي or طو طي طي. طيبة طيبة طيبة. and ط with a فتحة ط ط ط طعام طعام طعام. Then we have the dal with a ضمة يعيدكم do 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 يعيدكم يعيدكم. Then we have with a ضمة again دبر 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 with a كسرة دي 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 دين 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 with a فتحة دا 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 دعا دعا دعا. The one with a sukun would be if there were an alif on top, ad ad ad. So the dal, if there's a fatha, ad ad ad. Right? Then we have the ta with a sukun and a fatha, tat tat tat. تتبيرا 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 with a تشديد and a ضمة عبدتم تو with a ضمة تو عبدتم 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 with a كسرة تي تلك 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 with a فتحة توبة تا so not توبة تا توبة توبة توبة. Then we have the صاد, right, with a كسرة صي. So you'll see when we're doing the attributes also the صاد صي صراط صراط with a ضمة صدور with a سكون يصطفي with a فتحة صبرتم the sin with a سكون تسمع with a ضمة سبلا with a kasra, si, si, si. Nasiya, 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 with a fatha, sa, sa, sa. Salamun, salamun, salamun. The za with a sukun, wiz, 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 wizra, 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 with a dhamma, zu, 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 zujajatin, 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 with a kasra, zi, zi, zi. Yazidu, 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 with a fatha, wazza, was. Let's do without the tashdid. Za, za, za. والزيتون والزيتون والزيتون. Right, then we have the dha with a kasra, ضي, ضي, ضي. محفوظ, محفوظ, محفوظ. Then with a fatha, ضا, ضا, ضا. ظالم, ظالم, ظالم. With a kasra again, ضي, ضي, ضي. ظل, ظل, ظل. With a fatha, ضا, ضا, ضا. ظاهرا, ظاهرا, ظاهرا. With a sukun if there were an alif in front of it. أض, أض, أض. The dhal with a sukun. تذ, تذ, تذ. Like this, this. That's the same point. This. تذكرة, تذكرة, تذكرة. Then we have the dhamma. ذو, ذو, ذو. ذق, ذق, ذق. With a kasra, ذي, ذي, ذي. ذكرك, ذكرك, ذكرك. Then with a fatha, the, like the boy, the. ذلك, ذلك, ذلك. Right? And then the tha, ath, with a sukun, ath, 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 أثقلت, أثقلت, أثقلت. The dhamma, thu, thu, thu. ثم, ثم, ثم. With a fatha, th, th, th. تمثل, تمثل, تمثل. And again with a fatha, th, th, th. الثمرات, الثمرات, الثمرات. Then we have, if there was a kasra, fi, fi, fi. Right? And that inshallah ta'ala will bring us to the shafatain, which is lips. So the lips, ash-shafatain, right? We have these four letters here, fa, fa, articulated when the inside of the lower lip touches the edge of the upper incisor. So the top of your teeth touches the bottom lip. Fa, fa, like fast, like an F. Fa, fa. Then we have wow, articulated when both lips open, right? Wow, like when you see something amazing, say wow, right? So wow, wow, wow. And then the meme, articulated by pressing the lips together and using the nasal passage. Meme, meme, meme. Then we've got meme, then we've got the ba, ba, ba. It's articulated by pressing the lips together firmly and quickly. Ba, ba, ba. Right? So we'll do some of the examples now. With an alif, fa, 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 fakihatun, fakihatun, fakihatun. Then we've got the dhamma, fu, 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 futihat, futihat, futihat. Then we've got the kasra, fi, 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 fi. Then we have the sukun, right? I'll just do the sukun, then we'll add the tashdid and the tanween afterwards. Uff, 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 uffin, uffin, uffin. Then we've got the wow with a kasra, aw, aw, aw. So you see the sukun is the articulation point and the sound of the letter being stopped on. Aw, aw. So yeah, with the dhamma it would be woo, woo. So with the sukun, aw, aw. So you see that the origin point and the articulation point is the same. Al, woo, woo. Al wusta, al wusta, al wusta. Then we have with the kasra, we, we, wizra, wizra, wizra. And with a fatha, wa, wajifa, 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 right? Then the meme with a sukun, hum, hum, hum. With a dhamma, mu, 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 mu'minun, mu'minun, mu'minun. Then with a kasra, mi, mi, midraran, midraran, midraran. With a fatha, ma, ma. If we add the alif, ma, ma, ma. And then the ba, ab. With a sukun, ab, ab, ab. أبواب, أبواب, أبواب. With a kasra, بي, بقية, بقية, بقية. With a ضمة, بو, بعدا, بعدا, بعدا. With a فتحة, با, باب, باب. Right? Then we have the nasal cavity. So the nasal cavity is essentially where you are humming, right? So this is your nasal cavity. Mm, 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 right? So that's your nasal cavity. Mm, mm, that's your nasal cavity, right? So the two letters which come from the nasal cavity as well is the meme and noon. The sound of ghunna is articulated from the nasal cavity. The ghunna is a sound that is resonated and the tongue and lips are not used, right? So that's literally how you hum. So you can hum without singing, right? So the meme would be when your lips are touching and your tongue is just resting as on its default point. Right? And the noon would be the same humming, except that you put your tongue on the point of the origination of the noon. So it would be just above the teeth on the palate. Right? So that's the difference between the two, but the origin of the sound is still in your nasal cavity, right? So here's the two examples we have. Sorry. Thumma, thumma. So when there's a tashdid on the meme or the noon, you pull it and you extend the sound and sort of hum, basically. Thumma, thumma, amma, amma, amma. With the noon, ajinnatun, 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 and then with the with an alif before it, anna, 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 and that is the nasal cavity. So alhamdulillah, mashallah, and congratulations. We have completed all of the makharij al-huruf. So all of the origin points and the articulation points of the letters we have now completed. And inshallah, I will just switch to the screen of all of the alphabet letters together. These are the full alphabetic letters. And inshallah ta'ala, we will use these as the examples to practice. So I'll say the name of the letter, right? And then thereafter, we will do a fatha, then a dhamma, and then a kasra, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alif, 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 ba, 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 ta, 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 tha, 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 jim, 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 ha, 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 kha, 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 dal, 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 ذال, 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 را, 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 زا, 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 سين, 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 شين, 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 صاد, 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 ضاد, 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 طا, 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 ظا, 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 عين, 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 غين, 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 فا, 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 قاف, 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 كاف, 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 لام, 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 ميم, 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 نون, 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 واو, 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 ها, 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 همزة, 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 ياء, ياء, ياء. So we can continue now with all of the alphabets with the harakat of the fatha, a, 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 ba, 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 ta, 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 tha, 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 ja, 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 ha, 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 kha, 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 da, 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 ذا, 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 را, 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 ز, 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 س, 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 ش, 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 ص, 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 ض, 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 ط, 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 ظ, 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 ع, 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 غ, 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 ف, 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 ق, 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 ك, 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 ل, 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 م, 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 N, 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 W, 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 H, 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 A, and ya, ya, ya. Right? So we'll do the letters with a dhamma. U, 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 Bu, 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 Tu, 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 Thu, 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 Ju, 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 Hu, 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 Khu, 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 Du, 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 Dhu, 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 Ru, 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 Zu, 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 Su, 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 Shu, 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 Su, 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 Du, 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 Tu, 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 Dhu, 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 U, 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 Ru, 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 Fu, 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 Qu, 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 Ku, 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 Lu, 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 Mu, 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 Nu, 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 Wu, 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 Hu, 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 U, 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 and You, You, You. Now we will do the alphabets with the kasra. E, 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 B, 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 T, 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 Thi, 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 G, 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 He, 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 Khi, 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 D, 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 The, The, Ri, 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 Z, 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 Si, 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 She, 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 Si, 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 Di, 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 Ti, 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 Thi, 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 I, 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 Ri, 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 Fi, 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 Qi, 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 Ki, 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 Li, 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 Mi, 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 Ni, 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 We, He, He, I, 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 and Yi, Yi, Yi. So inshallah ta'ala, you can use this to practice the makharij of the letters as well as the sifat, inshallah ta'ala. So alhamdulillah, those are the articulation points. So just to recover or recap rather, we've completed now the articulation points of each of the letters. So we have the 5 articulation points. They are the oral cavity, the throat, the tongue, the lips, and the nasal cavity. So the next section that we will be doing is the Sifatul Huruf, or the characteristics and the attributes of the letters. So each of the articulation points or that we have learned now, and the letters which we have learned, all of the letters have certain attributes to them. So they would change in certain circumstances, they would remain the same in certain circumstances. So we will now go through them and see how they apply when it is being recited within a word. And inshallah ta'ala, from there we will, the small picture that has started with the articulation points will quickly expand. You'll have the attributes, and then thereafter from the attributes we will be doing the, inshallah ta'ala, the basic rules of Tajweed or rules of recitation, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's start with the attributes.